Ambush the Game podcast. Chris Phillips, I'm your host. Today we're going to talk about black social culture. Does it affect us negatively? Does it affect us at all? Are we programmed to show every and any time we come up on something? For instance, when we get a little bit of money, do we have to get rims? Do we have to buy gold chains, platinum chains, diamond earrings the size of a dime? Is all that necessary? Or is it okay? In my opinion, I just start off and tell you that I think that our culture, through rap and all our TV shows, consistently show us in positions where we are more accomplished if we show more material goods. You never see the rappers in the videos just rapping with just jeans and a t-shirt on. They got to have the fur coat. They got to have the chains. They got to have everything. Pouring champagne out, everything. Recently, I went to one of my alma mater's first football game for the season, and there was a gentleman there with no shirt on, but he had a mink vest on. I got tickled by that because I felt embarrassed for him. You know, it was like 80-something degrees out there in the stadium. Even though it was a night game, this lane got a whole mink vest on out here. You know what I'm saying? I don't get it. Now, hey, some of you guys may think that that's perfectly fine, but in the summertime, this joker got a mink vest on. What say you, lady? What do you think? Are we affected negatively by, I guess, social media? Do we have to show everything we have? Do we have to do that? Or are you okay with it?
I'm not okay with it. We shouldn't, but I think we try to impress people that we should not be impressing. Okay. I think we want to show people because we have a Brahmin. We paid $700 because we've seen it. I can show you, I can get a Brahmin too. It's $700. So for me, I think it's just being impressive because for so long, we have not had anything. And now that we have come into things, money and designer clothes of this, we want to show at least that we can look nice, even though it shouldn't be, because we can go to Walmart, we can go to Sears, we can go to Penny's and buy the same thing that other folks can buy, and we can make it look just as good.
I agree. Sean, what say you?
I totally agree with what my sister said. I think it also impacts us negatively. Just piggybacking off of what she said, we're so accustomed to not having and impressing people that really don't care anyway. I've also seen where, we can have a $800 purse, but we live in the projects.
Yeah.
Or we driving 1969 car that we paid $200 for, but your rims $3,500.
Yeah.
And we riding around for what? I mean, I have a car, and as long as my attitude is, I have a car, and as long as I can get to point A and point B, I'm fine. I don't need to ride around on $1,700 rims, and I don't need to wear $1,600 red bottom pumps, right? Just to look good. I can shop at Target, I can shop in Walmart, I can shop in the Foundry and put me some stuff together, and I can look just as good as the ones that came out of Saks Fifth Avenue.
Absolutely.
Okay. So I see Sam has picked up the mic. What you got on this one, Sam?
I think I'm going to be the ignorant one.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. I think I'm going to speak for Generation Z with this one.
Go ahead.
All right. So I feel like a whole bunch of people be doing that just for strictly clout.
Mm-hmm.
Like they do anything for clout. You know what I'm saying? Like, they put the rims on the car for attention. They buy the bags because it make them look richer. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all for the attention. It's all for the clout. Like, that's just what they do it for. And like, I don't know. I really ain't really did no research on the black history and going all the way back. But I know, like, now they doing all that for clout.
So,
Trey?
Sam, when you say clout, what do you mean? Break down the word clout to me, please.
Clout is it's like being a showboat. It's like something that gets you attention, something that makes people go, ooh, or what? It could be bad clout. It could be something that, like, man, what the, But still, people talking about you though. So I feel like I don't know. Some people just want that attention.
All right, that's. I think I see that. I think we all know that exists. That's the reason why they're doing it. Question is it necessary? And do you think it has a negative effect on the culture? When I say the culture, I mean black people overall.
Of course, it has a very bad impact on our culture. Yes, 100%.
All right,
100%.
all right.
Yeah, I think it's not necessary. I think the impact is very negative because we don't have to do it. And when I look around and I look at other nationalities of people, they're not doing that.
That's my point.
They're not doing that. They don't have a problem with wearing Wranglers and New Balance shoes.
Yeah.
You know,
I've worked with some people that made, there were executives in the company, and they have Honda Accords.
Yeah.
Hold on.
It ain't like, hold on. It ain't like they make, they're making the money, and we know that they're making the money by their position alone.
Right.
But they don't have a Lamborghini that they pull up in, and they could probably afford one.
Right.
That's true.
Right.
But they still have a Honda Accord. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but us, if the shoe was on the other foot, a lot of us, not all of us, would make sure that you knew that we made that money.
Exactly.
Okay, so we talked about the Wranglers and buying the shoes. I think about this. Back in high school, if I were to come over there with some Skechers or some shoes that would save me money, I get cracked on and bullied so bad that they'll make me want to change schools.
But hey,
Why?
but that is the
That's
point
our
that we're
culture.
getting to, right?
That's it.
Because
But
our
do you
culture
care?
has set us up to where we can't be normal.
Right.
You got to do that stupid stuff, or else you ain't hip.
You gotta buy
But
the
who made
expensive
that the
stuff.
standard for us?
That's it. It's like our culture made it to where we gotta come to school with the J's on. We gotta come to school with at least some Adidas.
That's what we're addressing right now. Is the why.
Yeah. Why?
Trayvon, what say you, brother?
I can't say why.
Okay,
Maybe Trey.
let's see. What you think about it, Trey?
Ask the question. We're talking about blacks though. I believe we self-consciously seek approval of people who shouldn't matter. That's number one. You know, you wear the J's on your feet and you got the nice car and you got to ride down through downtown with the rims on and you go back to the projects. That never made sense to me at all.
Yeah.
But we do this for people that don't matter or don't care.
Yeah.
That's number one.
So do you think then? Okay, so we understand why we ride around the street. I guess the greater topic is why don't we change it? Because like Sam was talking about, if I wore Skechers to school, nobody set that up that that's a bad thing but us.
We've been conditioned.
You
I
see what I'm
believe
saying?
we've been conditioned.
Nobody set that up but us. Get the microphone. Get the mic.
Well,
Go ahead, Zach. What say
the
you?
system has deprived us of so much.
True
the
indeed.
System. To each his own. Now, we still should take advantage of ourselves, as far as to further ourselves. But the system has deprived us of so much. And when we do we have to venture out and show the world what we've accomplished. What we've accomplished. Because we're not used to nothing.
And so
We're not used to anything.
Okay, but are you? I understand, but just to play devil's advocate, is showing what you accomplished done by chains and rims?
No, not so much rims. That's material stuff. That's
So
material.
it's the gold chains and everything else we're talking about. So it's not wearing Skechers. Hold on. You gotta get the mic.
The rims is another thing, brother. The rims is another thing.
Take the rims off. It's wearing the designer name brands, the exotic cars, the platinum rings, earrings, and chains. Is that showing
to
what that you
piggyback
made
on
it?
what you said earlier, like I said, we've been deprived of so much, so we have to show off what we've accomplished by way of the rims, by way of the Sassoon, by way of the Gloria Vanderbilts. We've been doing that back in the 70s, in the 80s, because we've been deprived of so much. Not saying that it's our fault. It's the system itself.
Okay,
Some of it's our fault. Some
all
of
right.
it's our fault.
So just playing devil's advocate again, Are we gonna continue to say that the system won't allow us to change our? We got control to not make those things the standard now.
Exactly.
That is true, but you know what? We going in a circle. We saying the same thing. Like we in this realm right now. We repeating the same thing. We have to come together as a unit.
But we
Make a
can
change.
change it though, right?
If we show some unity, we can change. Okay. Just like when Rosa Parks boycotted them folks from feeding their family down there in the Montgomery in 1955. If we learn how to unify and hit them in their wallets, we can change anything.
Yep.
We can change anything, but we got to hit them in their wallets first. But in order to hit them in their wallets, it took a unity. Every black folk come together to make a change, and it was powerful.
I agree.
Powerful.
I agree.
I
It was
guess my
powerful.
question would be.
I hope I'm not going off the subject.
No,
I'm just
you good.
Yeah, I think my question would be: is who is our influence? Who is our influence? Because our influence look like us. We already expect other cultures to do their thing, but who is standing before us, uplift or elevating the rims? Are you elevating the Brahmin purse or the Gucci purse? Who are we watching to do that?
Singers.
We watching people that look like us.
Singers,
Because
rappers.
I'm not impressed with
Cardi B,
or
Nicki
the
Minaj,
other one, the Hiltons. I'm not impressed with that.
the Kardashians. Yeah.
I'm not impressed with that. So who is it? I'm more prone to look at people that look like me. People that look like me that would be my biggest influence. So who is it that is standing in front of us? That's flossing these expensive cars. That's riding these Lamborghinis. You rent these Lamborghinis, and you live in a rundown neighborhood, but you renting Lamborghinis, trying to impress, trying to clout chase. You know, you fluing women out to the Bahamas. You know, but you got an EBT card in your purse or in your wallet. I mean, come on. So who is our influence?
We have to be smarter as a black folk because folks are dangling that carrot in our community and we biting on it every time. We biting on it every time. So a lot of that is our fault. A lot of that is our
Yeah,
fault.
a lot of it is
But
our
that's
fault.
what that's what we're asking the question of right now is if these things, these materials showing our worth based on material things is the standard. Why are we not doing anything to change it? Now you mentioned being from the 70s, 80s, and all that time. We got enough time now to say that hey, we don't have to do that no more.
I totally agree with that.